Okay, now Eila is completely fucked in the mountain. I lost, but let's pretend that we didn't die. Um, we are now at a shelter, so we can hide while getting afraid. So the first card, a moment of peace, and then you gain 2 books. That's nice. So we gain 2 books. Then we can stay in the shelter or suffer things. We don't have energy, so we can't do B, and we don't want this. So we take 2 darkness or whatever, fear, to fear. Then we can go singing and remove this, and we can also gain a coin because we have the accordion. But as you can see, money is completely useless in the mountain. So storing up is for money is useless. Now we get something else. We can store it on combat, but I haven't seen combat, or at least not much of it. Then we can stay in a shelter. So there are 2 of these cards that damage you, unless you have enough energy. 2 of these cards per day, and here you see there were no, there was one location where I suffered a lot of these damages, and she doesn't have that many hit points. So altitude sickness, you need to spend carrots, but we don't have carrots because the only way to get carrots is to do a location action to gather things. But in the cave there is no gather carrots, and in the previous one there is gathering carrots. I could collect herbs and find this item, but it's just not enough. So this would also damage her, and then you get another such card. So there are 3 cards that damage you per day while you're on the mountain, in the cave, or somewhere between. Now here you can exchange books for energy, so that's good. But no food. So this is read in a leisurely way to remove darkness, and you need a magnifying glass that you got in chapter 2. If you didn't have it, well, tough luck. You gain a book. Okay, that's good. Then you can execute a location action. So this is the only way where you can execute a location action and actually climb up the mountain. From the cave you can climb up the mountain, but it costs you a heart. So let's pretend that we had enough hearts. But there is per day only one opportunity where you can execute a location action, and that is just killing, unless you spend on the earliest day to look for food for 2 days. Then you would run out of time because there is only 7 days. So if the first 2 days you spend on gathering food, So let's say you got 6 food and you started already with, say you have 8 food. Then you lose the food before you get halfway. So I'm really not sure what's going on. And also this is a stack of events that haven't yet happened, at least not many. But let's say we do, we go to L10. L10 is the mountaintop, and then we have to draw 527. So 527 is going to be, because of the location action, I trigger 527, and that is this, almost there. And we go to L10, and L10 is the mountaintop, the summit. So you finally reach the summit. The mystery is about to be resolved. But I don't think anybody could actually get there. I mean, I would love to see a playthrough from start to finish with no cuts. So we gain +3 energy. That's good. If you possess some kind of hanger, where should I find this hanger? I don't have it. I don't think so. No. If you do not possess it, 529. Okay, 529. So maybe this triggers the red cards by going to the summit. Otherwise you won't trigger them. So 530, this is the shadow thing. 530. Is a swine shadow, and if we had meat meat is something that you could get in the castle, but we have to roll a 14. Unfortunately, so what was it? 2. I can re-roll, I think, and I have +2, and yeah, I can re-roll because I have an item. So okay, 5, so we are 9 short. +2, we are 7 short. And then I do combat with my sword master. It's +8, so I defeat him. So 531, and this goes to the left. 531. And then we get a 16. If we have a lamp, 12. We have a lamp. Do we? Lamp. Lamp, lamp, lamp. I thought I had a lamp. I didn't have a lamp? I should have had a lamp, because I... Golden Toad harmonica. Lamp. No. That's strange, I don't have a lamp anymore. Okay, then you have to roll 16. How are you going to roll 16? It's a 6. I'm missing 10. I can add 2, but I'm not going to... But say we defeat him, then you gain 532. Then you have to again do the same thing. So you before the mountaintop you would have added your energy into the Swordmaster. So the first one was for the spider shadow, the other one is for the boss cat shadow. So we have one combat left. We can refill this. 533. Now you have the final showdown where you have to either gain 4 hearts, lose 8 of these things, or gain 8 energy, or gain 6 books. So we want to gain 6 books, and one of these books stays and the other one will be a star, because we have spells and we need to cast those spells. Because in earlier part of the game you could gain these spells, and this is -2 for lightning bolts, and this is -1 for fireball and prevent all. So that would help. So this goes away, this goes away, this goes away. Count the number of following items. So when you reach the summit, then this whole stack starts to trigger. But I'm thinking that you will never reach the summit. So one of these items, yeah, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 items. So unless you have exactly 5 these items, yeah, so 538. 538. Then you have to roll a 10. So again, I'm spending